parts of Taiwan. I'm Yvonne with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Dozens of rescue vehicles are going to Ukraine, donated by Taiwan. Leslie Liao was there to see off the first batch of this life-saving equipment.
All of these rescue vehicles are heading for Ukraine. It's all part of a massive donation organized by the Taiwan Presbyterian Church in Changhua. And it's not just vehicles going to Ukraine. Food, medical equipment, office supplies, toiletries, clothing, anything that'll help improve Ukrainian lives will be loaded onto these cars and shipped out.
预计要送出48台，里面有那个救护车，还有消防车，还有康复巴士，还有那个4轮传动。
All of the vehicles in this massive donation are decommissioned from Taiwan's various service agencies. More are available, but they lack the funding to make it to Ukraine.
上百台是预计可以收到上百台从政府机关退役的消防车这些，可是目前的资金是还没有足够去支付这些剩下的50多台的费用。
Acquiring decommissioned rescue vehicles in Taiwan is not easy. The country's foreign, interior, economic, financial, and health ministries, as well as the country's emergency services, stepped in to help.
In terms of regulations, we really needed a lot of work in order to let the government to give us, to sell us the ambulance in discount price. Shipping is a problem. There are several times that we almost gave up.
Ukrainian officials also got involved, sending a letter requesting help from Taiwan's authorities.
The cars that you are sending our way, that will travel all over the world and arrive to Ukraine, will be used for the rescue and protection of our citizens, and will allow us to fight better and last longer.
Organizers have been collecting donations by the literal pallet load. As you can see here, boxes of goods will make their way to Ukraine. These have all been donated by Taiwanese donors. And one of the biggest donors is a Changhua business owner who wishes to remain anonymous but goes by Mr. Bai.
There was just one day I received a phone call from him. He told me that he wanted to donate more than few millions Taiwanese dollar. I was very shocked, and I thought it's a scam actually.
At first, he just wanted to buy cars to outright donate, but as the project expanded, he had to reach out to government officials to make all of this possible. He didn't just buy cars, some of them are donated by government officials and other Good Samaritans, but he did spend around $300,000 refurbishing some of these rescue vehicles. Once the ambulances get there, a local NGO will help distribute them.
I will personally make sure your kindness will be delivered to the most urgent places in need.
The war in Ukraine is nearing the 1.5-year mark, and the conflict's initial shock may have waned as it's become a part of everyday life. But this donation proves that people in Taiwan still care and still want to help. All that's left now is to get these vehicles into shipping containers and to their destination. Leon Lian and Leslie Liao for TaiwanPlus.
The transgender community is one of the most marginalized groups in the world. One issue trans people continue to face in Taiwan is updating their national identification. Harold Hughes brings us this report on the difficult and lengthy process.
My gender is my choice.
More than 3,000 people gathered in Taipei in October last year to march for trans rights. Trans people across the world continue to face social stigmatization and countless obstacles, such as a lack of legal protections and insufficient access to proper health care. In Taiwan, a common problem trans people have is updating their official identification. These IDs are needed in dozens of everyday situations: traveling, going to school, voting, renting or buying a house, opening a bank account, applying for a marriage license, visiting the doctor, joining the military, finding employment, and almost any interaction with police. In every one of these instances, official identification is needed, and IDs that don't match the name or gender of their owner can affect the outcomes of them all.
Not so long ago, a transgender client was hired by an employer, but on the first day of work, they handed over their ID card to the employer, and the employer found out that they was transgender and fired them immediately.
In Taiwan, there are two main requirements to change a gender marker on an ID. The first is to undergo 2 psychiatric evaluations. The second is to provide proof of gender-affirming surgery, procedures that give people a body that fits their gender. Some say these are high hurdles to clear.
I'm mainly concerned about that, and first is the cost of this kind of surgery.
Gender-affirming surgery is not covered by Taiwan's national health insurance. The average cost can range from $2,000 to $26,000 US. Recovery time can be up to 6 months. But not all transgender people feel a need to change their bodies, and some activists say this requirement is completely unnecessary.
It's not only about money, but time or a quality of your life, of your well-being. And in our social life, it's not necessary for us to alter our genital because we actually we don't need to see them. Yeah, so people are trying to find alternative ways.
In 2021, one woman became the first person in Taiwan to legally change her gender marker. The court ruled the surgical requirement was unconstitutional, but her case was an exception to the rule. Many other cases have been dragging through the court system for more than 2 years.
We believe that gender identity is a basic human right, and everyone should have the right to have a gender marker that matches their identity.
The mental toll issues like this cause, combined with other societal shortcomings and prejudices, cannot be understated. The transgender community has one of the highest rates of suicide attempts in the world, nearly 8 times higher than for cis people. Taiwan is working to address the process of updating national ID cards, and offering support to one of the most marginalized communities in the world would go a long way in preventing high suicide rates and fostering acceptance. Devin Tsai and Harrell Hughes for TaiwanPlus.
A house covered in balloons in central Taiwan is angering locals and authorities. The owner says the balloon and plant-covered house in Taichung City has artistic value. It's been compared to the house in the 2009 Pixar movie Up. In that film, thousands of balloons were attached to the top of a house, which then flew off. But he has also drawn complaints that it's messy and littered with trash. City authorities say the 72-year-old owner will face fines of up to $200 if it's not cleaned up. You don't generally hear about a celebrity tree. Yvonne Huang brings us this report on how an autumn maple in southeastern Taiwan has branched out to become a celebrity tree.
This upstanding member of the Taitung community is undergoing a health check. Tree experts from Japan and Taiwan have come to the southeastern county to make sure that the bishop wood tree is A-OK. You might not think so just by looking at it, but this tree is actually something of a local celebrity, one that's extremely popular with tourists. The experts trim off dead branches, adjust wire ropes for better support, and make sure the soil is good enough quality for its roots to grow. And the final verdict? It's still in tremendously good shape.
100点満点でいきますと、85点かな。
So just what makes this tree so remarkable? It first started getting attention around 10 years ago, after appearing in this TV commercial for airline EVA Air. The ad features Japanese-Taiwanese movie star Kaneshiro Takeshi, who, for a few moments, is pictured taking a rest in a tree's shade. But in this case, a wooden performance turned out to be a star-making. Now, Taitung estimates that around 5 million tourists come to see the tree and the surrounding landscape each year, bringing in tens of millions of dollars in revenue.
只要来台东，我必定来访。最棒是风景也很好，那这棵树也真的保持得很好。
The tree has withstood a lot in its time. It survived typhoons and diseases and even a car accident. Local authorities hope it can continue to stay strong and sturdy and keep helping the local economy to flourish. Howard Zhang and Yijing Huang for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we'll leave you with images of the Sky Bloom immersive display inside a New York City skyscraper. I'm Yvonne. Take care. I'll see you next time.